Hello and welcome. This is Marta speaking, and on behalf of the developers of the Deluge, with Fire and Sword, I wish to present you a video about the world which appears in our project. Deciding on the range and size of the campaign map was one of the key decisions which would have influence upon not only the world size, but also on the amount of playable factions, settlements and resources. For instance, the creators of the Fire and Sword game decided to focus on the eastern parts of Europe, such as eastern Poland, Lithuania, Ukraine, Livonia, Crimean Peninsula, and the Grand Duchy of Muscovy. This game is the foundation on which we wish to base our project on. The second source on which we wish to base our project on is the Deluge modification for the Warband game. This mod did not introduce a single player or a campaign map, so the only point which we could follow were the factions available in the multiplayer: the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, Ottoman Empire, Muscovite Tsardom, Zaporozhian Cossacks, Crimean Khanate, Kingdom of Sweden, and the Holy Roman Empire. As we wished to keep all the factions from the Deluge mod in our project, we had to significantly enlarge the map size. Finally, after many discussions, we all agreed to make a symbolic bow towards the Western players through expanding the basic with Fire and Sword map by Pomerania, Silesia, Bohemia, Austria, Hungary, Balkans, Finland, Sweden, and Astrakhan steppes. This border placement allows us to use its maximum potential of Central, Southern and Eastern Europe, while at the same time they are mostly based on the existing natural barriers such as rivers, lakes and mountains. Scandinavia is the one exception here, as we decided to limit its playable area for technical reasons, which are linked to the low habitation of the area. The map, prepared in accordance with the above decisions, is nearly twice the size of the base Bannerlord map and nearly 4 times the size if we account for all the seas and unused lands. Thanks to the backbreaking work of our historical team, at this moment we're expecting to add to the game nearly 186 settlements and about 273 villages, while the vanilla Bannerlord game has 123 and 272 respectively. Based on the historical sources, we are also trying to depict the Eastern European economy of this time. To achieve this goal, we are trying to reenact the resources produced by the villages. There, at the coast of the Bitter Lake, 300 houses stand, built from timber and manure. The inhabitants of this place are very poor. They hack out and gather the salt from the lake and then give it to Żupnik. These domains on which the Khan's servant wields power gives 10,000 korush of income. Evilia Celebi about the Tuzla village from his stay in Crimea, 1665-1666. The greatest challenge during the campaign map creation by this point was the uneven placement of the locations on the historical map of Europe. A good example of this is Hungary, which served as the border against the Ottoman Empire. During that time it represented a local version of the Maginot Line, which cannot be recreated in the game. Telewards in this regard had a much easier task, as they were creating a fictional world. This allowed them to place the castles, resources and villages as they wished. Therefore, they were able to achieve a factional balance. For us, this kind of action is impossible due to obvious reasons, which means that many beautiful castles and architectural masterpieces will not appear in the game, and it is not unlikely that this number will increase in the future. As of this moment, most of the developers would like to show which location will be present in the game, but due to ongoing work and possible settlement rotation, we will show which towns and castles will certainly not be present in our production. That will be all for this report. Remember to follow us on social media and look at the forums listed below. Stay healthy, and see you soon!